Most of the time, I think with most crafters, just to do something that's relevant. My name is Farai Machingambi. I was born and bred in Zimbabwe. So I moved to South Africa to pursue my career as an artist. Yeah. I think an artist to just cover a lot of things that I do. I'm also a musician, but I spend most of my time in the workshop. I enjoy spending most of my time in the workshop, manufacturing and making things. So I make musical instruments, I make toys for kids. I just make anything that inspires me at that time, or maybe a client brings work, and I just put my mind into it, put up a plan, and then I start. Even during my childhood, I used to make car toys, with wire. We used to make plastic balls. We used to make also a little explosives, like using matchsticks, So we grind those matchsticks and then we explode them, stuff like that. Yeah. And I think most of the dreams of people's creativity dies during that time, because imagine when you're a kid, a child, in your childhood, you're very experimental, you're very inquisitive, you like to explore a lot, you play around with a lot of things, but the moment, you're taken to a school, the whole school setup, it doesn't really accommodate your creativity. You are being taught a whole new, thing, like with the system. So in a way, that's the reason why we wear uniform. So even the education system is just uniform, everything's just uniform. So it kills the whole creativity, it kills the whole individualism, So when I make things, for me, I'm expressing myself, individually, yeah. I was working with an institution called Tshwane Arts. So we were teaching the kids at Fusion Secondary School in Lotus Gardens, music. There were 4 disciplines: music, dance, drama, and visual art. So there's this one kid that was very, very, interested in learning the guitar and marimba. So he was so passionate that at some point I thought he was annoying, and I even told him that. But even now I laugh about it, because now this guy is become a very brilliant musician, a very successful musician. So he's working with a lot of big names. So during then I realized the importance of actually imparting your knowledge to other people. And of course, at the same time, it was work, and we're also getting paid for that. I think because it's work, at the same time, you're also helping out in a way. So, but that exchange is also fair enough. When I was working with the school, we realized that most of the teachers there, they didn't have the skills, the practical skills. Even some, they didn't have even the theoretical skills in terms of understanding the theory of music, playing also the instruments. Yeah. So us being there, it really changed a whole lot of the scenario of whereby they were clueless. So as we were working with them, showing them how the policy statement says that we should teach this from things like your time signatures, blah 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 blah. So we really served them, we really helped them. It takes a lot of hard work, and also when my business, I can say it's sustainable, but not really sustainable, because art, it's really like luxury, So like now people are prioritizing to buy bread, So one would weigh options: should I buy bread or should I buy a toy, Things like that. But we try, my partner and I, just to push. So in terms of funding, I can say our number one funder is just our clients, you know. So our relationship we have with the clients and the satisfaction and the finishing of our products is really guaranteed that even when the client buys, we also give our clients warranty. So in any case, we'll give, for instance, if you buy a Mbiras, we'll give you a warranty of at least 1 year. So if during that period, if you got a problem, you can always bring it for free. We fix it. So I think most clients they really love that kind of service. So, and it's really very important for your business to be successful. You need to maintain your relationship with your clients because word of mouth is very, very, very powerful. So if any client is not happy with my service, they can tell the other person, and that's how you really can tarnish your image. So yeah, the importance of branding your brand is that so you stand out amongst other people. So like for instance, this is Botaki. I know exactly what Botaki does by just looking at the banner. You know, if I show you also my brand Matake, you just so even on my products, whatever product that I make sure that I put my my stamp on, my logo on, and in that case, it's not like somebody just was made from nowhere. You know, it's just made by people, by a company. You know, so it's good that you have a name. Just like we have names. You know, things have got names. I think it's very important. Most of the time, I think with most crafters, just to do something that's relevant. Like for instance, like the buzz now is just it's just Corona. You know, like it's a pandemic. So, but how do you find yourself fitting in the whole setup? You know, I think irrelevance is the most challenging part, because if your product is not irrelevant, if it's irrelevant, that means you run out of business. No one's going to buy from you. You know, but if you find relevance in it, like for instance, we could use a certain instrument to say, okay, let us use it for therapeutic purposes, so that people, they're going through so much now around this time, so we can use it to release stress, you know, just to entertain people. Yeah, so in so doing, then it finds relevance. So in this workshop, I thought of making a book stand, because I thought it's also relevant to your project, since you're targeting school children. So, and I think it's one of the things that's dying or that's fading away. People hardly read books nowadays, because everything's just a swipe away from you. So we use smartphones, but also they tend to have a negative impact through our eyes. But I think reading a book is altogether different, and I think so with this stand, I hope like it will inspire a lot of people, most scholars or students, school people, so that they can read. Yeah, and also with a book stand, when you read, you don't strain yourself, your back. So so that's what I'm also trying to imagine, to see if you read like this, then at least your posture, so it balances the ergonomics of you sitting. Unlike when you read like this, you know, in a way you're bending, so it becomes strange, and so you can't really read for long. So yeah.